Seriously, what do you want from me?
No, ma'am. Are you going to tell me that I kick women when they're down? Don't make me into your enemy. Trust me. Such a bitch.
All right, Sutton, what was your goal in doing the ceremony?
Just felt like we were all so disjointed, and I wanted to bring it back together. And if we get angry in the moment, that we can apologize and still remain friends.
Let's talk about the word weaponize.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit on Twitter said, Dorit called someone at the table a C word, but what Sutton said about her misdirected anger was too low? Okay. Garcelle, do you think Boz overreacted to Sutton's comment?
Yeah, I do. How was that overreacting? You said the words to hurt.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Not with intent to hurt.
Yes, you
said,
did.
But it
you
did
chose
hurt
your words.
You
that
said,
is intention. I think the challenge
Right.
I'm having
You know what?
with a lot of these conversations is that you can't take accountability for your action. You said the words to hurt.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
said,
did.
But it
you
did
chose
hurt
your
her.
words.
You
that
said,
is intention. I think the challenge I'm having
you know what?
with a lot of these conversations is that you can't take accountability for your action. It's like you've got to say, I said this thing, I meant it, and you can forget it.
But here's the thing.
Instead you say
she was
you
yelling
didn't
at
mean
everyone.
Oh, God.
She was cussing at Camille like crazy.
Honey, you were a total to me.
Damn!
You were a total to me. You know why? Because
You
in
called
one
me a
moment, I called you stupid.
But that's not the way to get somebody to stop yelling. There are so many better ways to do it.
Well, okay, I agree. You know, there's a lot of times I can say things in better ways, and I can learn from that.
Yeah.
That's something
but
that
see,
I can
but that
learn
right
from.
there, that's taking accountability.
Well, sisterhood is all about sharing the difficult moments in your life. The first time Dorit opened up to the group about Jagger, you really abruptly interrupted her.
He said, but you and Daddy, you're always going to be friends, right? You're always going to be best friends. And I was like, well, I sure hope so. I said, I certainly.
Yeah, that breaks my heart.
Can I
ask you a question?
Speaking of best friends, I'm sorry,
This is the thing about you not only abruptly interrupted, you then actually proceeded to be even more of a bitch. Well, it was long. Well, you know,
this was a long walk y'all went on. We had been there for a while, and production asked me to interrupt you.
and
I didn't know.
Excuse me, I'm sorry,
I didn't
Dorit,
know
I'm so
how
sorry to interrupt.
I didn't know how to do it.
I
you
thought
know?
you're Miss Manners.
I
thought you're Miss Manners,
I'm
my
not Miss
Southern
Manners.
manners.
I'm not Miss Manners anymore.
You are.
No, I'm not.
So you should know that that's rude.
I didn't know
You should know how to interrupt.
When was
What if you had said, I know this is a terribly awkward moment
yes,
to
I
interrupt,
did it.
but
I did
they're
it.
asking us to leave.
Yes.
So
Excuse
poorly.
me, I'm so sorry.
I did it so
Anything.
poorly. I did it terribly.
You did
Okay.
it deliberately. You haven't said two words since you've been here.
Sometimes.
So the person that was in the season who was so vicious, you know, with that really beady stare that you want to, like, really go low, where is she? She didn't come today? She didn't come today, Sutton? Where is she? Because this person is not genuine. That's not who shows up, and that's definitely not who is here all season long.
Where's the person that calls
I'm
everybody
right here.
the C word?
I'm right here.
That brings us to Sutton's wallet comment. Garcelle, was this a moment where you felt like you couldn't even defend Sutton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sutton
for sure.
can't
And then we
defend
also...
Sutton can't defend
No.
Sutton.
I thought it was a terrible comment. I was actually really shocked.
What about in her confessionals after
Has
that?
she doubled down?
Oh, double down, triple down.
No, I think it was. I've
Then
been
she went
very
even
clear
further.
that I thought that was.
I mean,
actually, I thought it was a disgusting comment.
I thought it was very beneath you.
We talked about it the other night, and you said to me, I'm not proud of that.
No.
And I said,
Terrible.
you shouldn't be.
We're allowed to do
You
things.
did in a confessional say that you did kind
The
of
only
call
thing
me an
your wallet-
alcoholic.
The only thing your wallet bought you was a horse and not a date?
Yeah, that wasn't nice either.
Do you think you deserved it? You don't exactly live like the Queen of Sheba.
Listen,
You live on a main road.
Oof.
So she lives on a street front in Bel Air. That's what you're weaponizing against her?
I wouldn't want to live on a main road. I'm quite happy where I am. And my life is full of love.
Oh.
There's a hell of a lot more to a big bank account. A hell of a lot more, Sutton. But you have to be nice in order to get love.
Dorit, I do not need for you to tell me that there is more to life than a big bank account.
I mean, I don't understand why you think you're superior to anyone.
I don't think I'm superior to anyone.
Well, you certainly behave like it. And I know you're used to buying people and buying gifts and trying to throw it around,
Dorit?
but Sutton, there's a lot more to life.
What in the world are you talking about that I buy people? Who have I tried to buy, honey?